Hello, and welcome to episode 6 of Insights. I am your host, Ryan Fox. Today's topic, braille displays. Now, many braille displays come in different shapes and sizes. This one here is called a Vario Ultra braille display. This is the current braille display that I am using right now. This one has multiple purposes. It is a personal note taker, meaning you can carry the braille display around anywhere and use a Word document or a calculator or whatever you need to use, and it has an internal memory bank. You can also turn it into braille display mode, hook it up to your computer, and whatever your focus is on the computer, it will display it on the braille display below. Now this is a different example of a braille display. This one actually comes with a separate braille display that hooks up to the keyboard. This is more of a personal note taker, but the actual braille display that also connects to that keyboard would actually hook up to your computer, but you would not be able to use the keys at all. It would just be a way to read what is on your computer screen. And this is my computer. Now, I will do another episode on how I use my computer and the different softwares that it uses in order for me to use it, but right now we're focusing on my braille display, which is right in front of you there. Now, the Vario Ultra braille display is made by a company called BAUM, B-A-U-M, which is actually a German company. The Vario Ultra braille display, is a braille display. As you can see, we have a bunch of braille cells in a row. There are 40 braille cells along this line. And each of these braille cells will become a letter or a word or part of a word. These are routing keys, so basically wherever I need the cursor to be, I can always push it and the cursor will go to where I need it. We have the S keys on either side. These are space bars, and this is what is called the navi stick, which allows me to navigate up, down, left, right to get within the menus of this device. There are also the D keys on either side, which is basically a braille display that has been cut into. And of course we have here the braille keys. Now, normally on the braille writer, you would actually just see the 3 keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But as you can see, there are 2 extra keys on either side. Well, basically, this is the backspace, and this is the enter. There are other functions that you can do with the keyboard itself, but that's the basic idea right now. This has its own mode, so I can actually use this when it's not plugged in, and it has its own internal memory bank. So I can save whatever I need to on this. As of right now, it's actually hooked to my computer. As you can see, it's plugged in through a mini USB cable, and it actually goes all the way around to my multiple USB port system right here. And that allows the computer itself, or I should say the computer because it's a laptop on a docking station, basically whatever is on the screen and wherever my focus is will be displayed on the braille display. So I can take this from note taker mode, which is the mode I showed you before, where it has its own internal memory and I can use a Word document or whatever, and then I can turn it into braille display mode, which is where I would use it with the computer. That thing is so wonderful. The braille never fades. It's always crisp. It's very easy to read, and it actually helps me to just keep a current idea where I am in the computer. And if I'm on a Word document, I actually type faster with braille than I do than using my keyboard. I still use my keyboard, but if I feel like I need to type faster, then I will switch to my braille display. So as of right now, I have my computer off. Now I have all of my accessible technology on my computer turned off because I will be doing videos on that later. As of right now, this is just a demonstration with the braille display. So as you can see on the braille display, there is a black button right there. That is the on button, and when you turn that on, you can see all the stills just went down. And there's a line going across here. I don't know if you can see it. Just going across my finger. And that's like a loading bar. So as of right now, it is telling me that that I am on the recycling bin on the desktop, which should be in the top corner here, the recycling bin. So it's telling me where that is, and of course I can use the arrow keys, or I could even use the nav stick to move up and down the list, but I'm going to use the arrow keys on my keyboard. And now it's telling me that I went down the list. I'm on Talking Typer. Basically, it's a computer software that allows me to keep my typing up to speed and everything. But it's really cool because it is really telling me everything. And you can actually see the dots. They're actually kind of bumped up a bit. And that's basically the braille. And it actually is very crisp, very easy to read. And it is a huge help for me and also others that are using braille displays. Well, that is all the time we have for episode 6 of Insight. I do hope that this video was interesting for you, and that if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below, and I will try to answer it in the best way possible. Again, my name is Ryan Fox, the host of Insight, and I do hope that you have a very nice evening. Good night.